Hello everyone and welcome. In this video, I'll be demonstrating how the merge sort algorithm works. Now, the merge sort algorithm is a more efficient algorithm than insertion sort and the bubble sort. The way this algorithm works is, in the first instance, all the items in the list. Now I'm using playing cards here to represent items in the list. Now, all these items in the list are broken down into individual lists. So in this case, this single list I have here will be split into 6 separate lists. So I would have A into its own list, 5 into its own list, 6 into its own list, 3 into its own, 7 and 4 into their own sub list. So we will then take the first elements on both lists, on the first 2 lists, and merge, then the next 2 merge, then the next 2 we merge. In this case, when we take A1, in this one representing A1 and 5, we'll merge them. So these 2 go into a new list. Now you can recycle a list, but I'm putting these 2 in a new list. So you can see there, they form their own list. Now these 2 sub elements here that we have, we'll bring them check. Now 3 is larger than 6, so 3 goes into that list, and then 6 will join it into that list, and then we have a new sorted list. And then we come down here again, we look at these 2 separate elements. 4 is smaller than 7, so we take 4 into our new list and then bring 7 into the list. So technically what we have is now 3 new sub lists. Now in the 3 new sub lists we have, we'll compare the first element in the first 2 sub lists. Now we check for the one that's smaller and then insert that into a new list. So in this case, we're comparing A or 1 and 3. Because 1 is smaller, we'll bring 1 into our new list. Then we check 3 and 5. Now 3 is smaller than 5, we'll bring 3 into our new list. Then we'll check 5 and 6. As 5 is smaller than 6, we'll bring 5 and put 5 into our new list. And then finally, we'll bring down 7 because there's nothing else to compare. 6, because there's nothing else to compare, and bring 6 down here. So we now have a new list, okay, of 4 items. This will still stay the same because we haven't got anything to compare it with. Finally, we have 2 sub lists. Again, we'll repeat the same process. We'll take the first element of one list and compare it with the first element in the second list. We'll then bring the smaller element and then insert it into the list. In this case, I am assuming, or I'm working on the basis that we are ordering our list in ascending order. So A, I'm comparing 1 and 4, because 1 is smaller than 4. 1 goes into a new sub list, a new list. Then we'll compare 3 and 4. 3 is of course smaller. 3 would go into that list. We'll compare 5 and 4. 4 is smaller. 4 will go into our new list. Again, we'll compare the first element of this list, which is 5, and the first and only element on the second list, which is 7. 5 is smaller than 7. We'll move 5 into this new list. We'll check again. 6 here and 7. 6 is smaller than 7. We'll move 6 and put it inside the new list. And then finally, there is nothing to compare 7 with. We'll move 7 and put 7 in the list. You can see here we now have a new ordered set of ordered data in our newly formed list. Technically speaking, this is how the merge sort algorithm works. It's not a very simple algorithm to write, but it's a very, very efficient algorithm. Thank you.